Okay, hi guys. We're going to work on another sketching technique, which is tone and shading. So if you could title your next half page with tone and shading, and if you could put the date. Again, this is recorded earlier, so I'm not sure what the date is. So, okay, so what we're going to start with is we're going to start with drawing some rectangles, kind of with that that hashtag idea that we did earlier. So I'm going to draw a couple of parallel lines, and then I'll rotate my page and draw a couple other parallel lines. And what we're doing is just making some long rectangles. I'm going to make 3 of them. So here's one rectangle, here's 2 rectangles, and here's my 3rd rectangle. Okay, I'm going to turn the page, and I'm going to just draw my lines. Again, we're sort of doing like a hashtag kind of idea here. There we go. Okay, so I've got my 3 rectangles there, and I'm going to draw a line across the center of each one. Okay, now we're going to work on tone and shading. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my pencil so that it's at the side. Okay, and I'm gonna make some lines all the way across, all the way down to this corner. So I'm kind of visualizing what that's going to look like. And what I want to try to do is make sure that the lines are roughly the same weight. So I don't want areas that are darker and lighter. I want them to be all roughly the same weight as I get down to the end there. Okay, so you can see that that's what I'm doing there. And then I'm going to do the same thing here, just roughly the same weight, diagonally across my rectangle here. Okay, if there's areas that you missed, you can kind of just fill them in. Now, I want this bottom square here to be darker than the top square. So what I'm going to do is rotate my page, and I'm going to do some cross-hatching across that now. So I'm cross-hatching across the other direction. And what that'll allow is that this bottom square will be darker than this top square. Okay, so let's do that again. I'm going to do that on this set of squares right here. So just shading all the way across the square. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. Kind of missed a spot here. One key is that you don't want areas that are darker. So like I sort of have a darker area there. Okay, so now I'm going to shade across this way. And I want this bottom square to be even darker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another set of lines across, this time going horizontally. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to do my crosshatch lines all the way across. Practice the same thing on this. Crosshatch lines all the way across. Okay, I'm going to go the opposite direction for this. So crosshatching all the way across. And I'm going to go for some horizontal cross-hatching because I want this to be my darkest square. So the more you do this, obviously the darker your drawing is going to be. So now I'm going to do some vertical shading on this, just all the way across. Okay, good. Now, I mean, we can erase lines that we don't want, and this is why we always draw lightly. And anytime you went outside of the square, you can erase those lines. So, you know, again, this is why we make sure that our drawing is very light so that we can erase things. All right, thanks for watching.